Hello and welcome. We got Something is Killing the Children issue number 23 here, and I got to make a statement like right here at the start. This is one of those issues of Something is Killing the Children where not a lot happens. And I've given the book a lot of flack for that kind of thing in the past. Probably like three-fourths of my videos or two-thirds of my videos on this series have been like, so, nothing happened in this book, and it's kind of okay. None of that here. None of that here. Not a lot happened, like from the perspective of hunting monsters or whatever. And in fact, you could probably have compressed a lot of the contents of this book to, I don't know, maybe 6 pages total. Like you could have really just brought this down and stopped writing for the trade paperback where you have 5,000 pages to leisurely explore things. Despite that, however, there's some really good stuff in here, and I really liked it. We start off with Erika calling geez, this is the guy that ran the monster house or whatever, right? Anyway, Erika calling somebody back at the House of Slaughter who doesn't want her to die and asking him to, hey, cover up the stuff that's going on here because I got arrested in, small town, tribulation, middle of nowhere, and I don't want the house to know where I am. And so he's going to take care of that for her. No big deal. But it was kind of cool to see her interactions with him, his interactions with her, the way they kind of click and don't click. Like he wants to help her for a number of reasons, only some of which involve her. And she doesn't want to get caught because, as she says in here somewhere, I'm done. Where'd she say that? Hold on, we'll find it here. Yeah, yeah, Big Gary, it's more than that. I'm done with the Order of St. George. So she like straight up says that, and he's like, I don't care. Also, they named the monster a duplicitype. Apparently, that's some kind of monster that walks and looks like a human. Are we sure it's a monster and not just an actual serial killer? I don't know. So anyway, boom, splash page, because we got to do that. Then we check in on the kid and her, whatever relationship this lady has with her aunt or whatever. I don't actually remember. And I don't think it really matters that much. And the kid is like, look, take me to work. I don't want to be here alone. And she's like, look, I can't take you to hang out at a bar. And the kid's like, oh, come on. You're really just going to leave me here? Yes. Don't get into trouble. Like, this feels like a very real interaction with somebody and a family member. Like, this feels real. And I got to give the book props. James Tynion IV has been writing children in a way that actually feels natural. He's done it consistently. This is yet another case of it. And then we got Erika, after she makes her phone call, talking to the sheriff. And she's spinning a story that she's a reporter from New York. And she's out here to look. And he's like, yeah, you didn't have a camera, but you had like 7 million knives. And she's like, yeah, well, there's a serial killer around. And eventually she talks herself out of trouble and all that stuff. And here's the thing. Like, normally I'd be like, this book is just taking way too long to get anywhere. But this actually felt pretty good. This felt pretty uh, interesting in their dialogue and the way things went together. Look, I can't have you breaking into private property. Look at his face. Like, he's like, you don't look or you don't talk like a New Yorker or act like one or whatever. And she's like, there's a lot of types of New Yorkers. Have you ever met anybody from New York? And he gives her the stare down. She puts on that face and he's like, yeah, okay. Like, look at this. Erika is doing her very best, like, I'm innocent face. And I don't really know that it's working out too well for her, but it's a really funny looking panel. Somebody should turn that into a meme. Overall, this is kind of a decompressed issue. We're like taking a breath in between events. The crazy British murderer lady has showed up in the U.S. at this point, and in fact, she kills somebody in this issue for no reason, no real reason. It's actually pretty good stuff. It's very slow. It's kind of languid, but I actually kind of liked it. You know, the art style and all that, like all the usual criticisms and commentary, like applies. I like the art better when there's monsters around than I do when there's no monsters around. Because I think this art style actually works really well for depicting the monsters and a lot less well for other things. So, there you go. You all take care of yourselves. You have a great day. That's what I thought of Something's Killing the Children number 23. And hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.